Let's do Harvard 2009 Econometrics Midterm. This is question 2, test regression with the interaction effect. So we're interested on the effect of minimum wage on employment. We have data from New Jersey and Pennsylvania. We have before and after some sort of minimum wage came into effect in New Jersey. So minimum wage in New Jersey. Prior to that, the minimum wage was the same. So let Y be employment. Okay, Y be employment. In a restaurant, S is the restaurant is in New Jersey, and then T is employment was measured after in the post period. So let's say we only had data from New Jersey. What is the regression you would run to estimate the effect of the change in minimum wage? So you only have Jersey only data, and you want to see the effect on employment. So employment is YI, and you're going to have a constant plus the after, and what's after? After is TI. And then beta 1 is your regressor. All right, so question 2. Let's say you had data only after the change. What regression would you run? So again, you would have YI, and you would have your constant. And then, since you only have one time period, the only difference is the state. So the state indicator, Jersey versus not Jersey, is SI. So SI, then there's your beta 1. All right, moving on. What's the problem with both of these estimations? So again, with the first one, you only had data from New Jersey. With the second one, you only had after the change data. So one problem is things that are specific to New Jersey or Pennsylvania, you don't capture. So let's say state effects. Let's say, for example, New Jersey is normally lower employment. Regardless of the wage, it just normally has lower employment. It could be a difference in age, maybe they have like a lot more younger people, or a lot more homeless people, or a lot more unemployed people, whatever it might be, that's very New Jersey specific, that might be giving it lower employment overall. And then the other effect, it might be year effect. So, for example, let's say COVID actually gave us exact numbers. 1992, 1993, let's say 1992 was an election year, and election years usually has high unemployment. Just an example. An extreme example is like, hey, COVID, for example. COVID happened in 2020, and that pretty much plummeted employment rates, and it's not because of some some minimum wage change. It's barely because of COVID, which happened to happen in 2020. So part D, what regression would you run if you had both before and after data and New Jersey and Pennsylvania data? So in this case, you would have YI, and then you have your constant, and what you want to do is you have an indicator for, let's say, New Jersey, which is your SI. Oops, let's put a beta 1 there. So it's going to be 1 if it's New Jersey, 0 if it's Pennsylvania, and you're going to have your time indicator, which is going to indicate when it's the after period, which is TI. And then the key result you're interested in is beta 3, which is SI interacted with TI. So what beta 3 is the impact of New Jersey after minimum wage law came into effect. Now part E, suppose we have data from third state. This third state is New York. It does not change the minimum wage. What regression would you do? So you have YI, you have your constant. Now you have two states to control for. So I don't know. This is getting confusing. So you have New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. So you only have to have indicators for 2 out of the 3. So I don't know. Let's just do this Pennsylvania, and it doesn't really matter, New York. And then you want also control for time, and then the after period is your TI. So beta 3, TI. And then the key part you're interested in is still the interaction between your New Jersey, where's New Jersey? New Jersey is the SI. New Jersey and the after period is the TI. And then beta 4, again, is going to be the impact of New Jersey after minimum wage. Oops, that should be minimum wage law. Minimum wage wage law. So the key part of this is you want to control for state level effects. So before we were saying, hey, New Jersey is normally lower. Now you're adding something like New York. Maybe New York is, I don't know, maybe New York is usually higher because you have, I don't know, New York City, Manhattan, and like you have to have employment if you're going to survive Manhattan. So a key part here is controlling for that additional state because, I don't know, usually higher employment, for example. And yep, that is our regression with interaction midterm question.